what should be as simple as just a PIN to get into a phone, like that little security code that you enter to get in your phone. How is that the cause of so much stress and anxiety? Well, we'll find out with group therapy.
When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's Group Therapy on 99.7 DJX.
Kelly, want to tackle this one?
Yep. The message says, hey, Ben and Kelly, need you to tell me if my level of internal freakout is justified or not. My husband and I have been married for 2 years, have been together for 4. The last time we both got new phones, right after we got married, we shared our unlock PIN with each other, for convenience.
Okay.
Well, recently we were in the car and he was driving. I had left my phone at home, so I grabbed his to look something up and couldn't get in. And he said, sorry, something happened at work. I had to change my passcode. Then grabbed his phone from me and entered his PIN. I kind of blew it off then in the moment, but since then his phone has been sitting on the counter and I've grabbed it to look something up and he'll graciously take it from me and offer to look it up for me. I've asked him to just let me have his PIN, but each time he'll say something like, it's no big deal, and he'll get into his phone without telling me the PIN. Now, I know this kind of seems silly, but I'm really starting to get freaked out by it. I guess what's bothering me is that we used to have this level of trust, and now he's kind of like locked me out. So now I'm worried he's hiding something from me. I pressed him a little on what happened at work that caused this, and he told me not to worry about it, that it was a security thing his manager told everyone to do.
Okay.
So how would you approach this? Because apparently just asking him for his PIN isn't working.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is weird. Like they had no problem
before
telling, the PIN to each other. And now he is consistently on several occasions now just put his PIN in without telling her what it is.
Yeah. Just kind of avoided the whole thing by just brushing it off and going, oh, no big deal. No big deal.
Yeah, no, I got it. I'll get that.
I wonder if that thing at work happens to be a female at work.
Uh-oh.
Or coworker or something, because that's immediately what my head goes to. Is there's something at work that he is wanting to hide? I don't know. That's so weird.
We just leaped into he's cheating with a coworker.
I know
that far, didn't we?
And what was her first sentence? I need you to tell me if my level of internal freakout is justified.
I don't think that's going to help her freakout level.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Poured gasoline on the fire a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how we approach this with. I don't know. What would you do? Like, because
I don't know. I agree that it's weird. Like, I understand why she is kind of a little upset about this, because it does seem like things have changed with their level of comfort with each other, at least his level of comfort with her.
Yeah, and even though nothing on the surface has changed.
Right.
Interesting.
But now he's just being weird with the PIN.
All right. If you've got some advice, because clearly Kelly and I are not helping the matter at all.
We just jumped to cheating with a coworker.
Obviously, some bimbo at work is
obviously
that's sending them happening. Messages. All right. At Ben and Kelly Show or 502-571-99.7. With group therapy. She's wanting us to justify whether or not her internal freakout is legit.
And I don't think we're helping.
I don't think we are either. It's okay. So it all is just stemming from a PIN, a simple PIN, a passcode on a phone that her husband has that has changed, and he won't let her in. Just kind of brushes it off every time.
Yeah. The main issue here is that he was really free with giving her the PIN at the beginning of the marriage.
Yeah.
And now he is not. So on multiple occasions, she's kind of asked to see his phone for whatever reason, and he insists on being the one to put the PIN in, not tell her what it is.
Now,
and so what has changed?
Now, I know that this has happened to me before, where I've, grabbed my wife's phone and the PIN has changed. And I'm like, oh, hey, need your PIN. And she's like, oh, yeah, it's this. And the reason she did is because my daughter was actually getting into the phone and downloading apps that she shouldn't and all that stuff. So, so it was all right, we needed to, change that up. So,
right. And that's a simple conversation.
But that is.
But yeah, this is not a simple conversation. She's repeatedly asked for it, and he's just kind of blown her off every single time, not telling her what the pin is, but in just putting it in himself.
Now, Anne, what's your thought?
Hi, I just wanted to comment on that guy not giving his PIN number to his wife. He's cheating.
You think you're going right to cheating?
He's cheating.
Oh.
And tell her to follow her gut.
Ah, man, it's just a pin. It's just access to a phone, and
He's cheating. He's hiding stuff. He's cheating.
Oh my gosh! All right, so it sounds like you've had some experience with this.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. All right. All right, Anne, thank you so much for the phone call.
All right, have a good one.
All right, man,
She's on board with our first theory that, well, we went as far as to say he's cheating with a coworker.
Coworker, right? Yeah, I mean, because it almost sounds like, he's like, oh, it's something happened at work and I had to change my passcode. Yeah, that something or someone happened at work and started sending messages, and now you're like wanting to keep it away from him or away from her.
Yeah. So Vicky is agreeing, like, look, you can go into detective mode. You can go into the account and see who he's texting. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's good. And then Jenna's like, you could just yell, what you hiding, bro?
Right. Sarah says, definitely a red flag. This happened to me, and it was the first sign of many. Talk to him about it calmly and honestly. And I think that's the key is like, hey, just tell him, like, this is bothering me. Like, not being able to get into your phone, it seems like it should be nothing, but it's a red flag and it's bothering me. And
wow.
And I talked to the Ben and Kelly show, and they said that you could be cheating. So
listen, we laugh and giggle because we're just making all sorts of like assumptions. But I mean, this is, I understand why she's totally upset about this. Like this does feel like something secretive is going on because he's acting so different with something that he was very open about before.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that change is sure just freaking her out.
Yeah. And I think, she has asked him multiple times for the pin. He's kind of blown it off, but I don't know if she's like directly said, hey, I've kind of noticed something and it's kind of making me a little worried, and just confront him about it. Just say, listen, why are you being different? About this.
Now, Kim says, maybe this is the optimist in me, but are we sure he's not planning a special surprise for her, like a birthday or anniversary or Valentine's Day?
Oh, I like that. That could be it.
Okay.
That could be it.
So if Valentine's Day comes and goes and nothing
amazing happens?
Yeah, then maybe that conversation, I mean, I don't know how you go another 2 weeks without having that conversation. Like I'm having it today. If it's
You're
me.
having it today.
I mean, if it's me. Yeah.
Should we call him for her?
I know what we'll do. We'll offer to send roses to a certain person and see what he says. Yeah. All right. That's what we'll do. Hey, all right. So let us know how it all works out. We hope it is just maybe he's planning a Valentine's Day surprise. But yes, definite red flags. And
yes, we know why you're upset. We agree we'd probably be upset and wondering what's going on if we were in your shoes.
Yep.
So trust your gut.
Yeah, keep us posted. It's group therapy.